What up, what up? It's the Cold Hard Facts Podcast with DNA
and Kuda Bucket.
Yo, what's good, y'all?
I'm sleepy as fuck.
Yeah, man, he just woke up from a nap and shit. I had to make sure I prepare for this shit, you know. I had to do a little last minute prepping because I had to get everything, make sure I get everything right. I'm still going to be looking to my phone and make sure I'm getting all my research right and everything. But today we back with another week and shit. I think last time we came to y'all was probably like last Thursday or whatever. This is Tuesday, you know. I remember when it was New Music Tuesday and people used to drop shit on Tuesday. I hope you got your phone on vibrate, bro. By the way. But yeah, man, we back here. We talking about Chicago mainstream artists and underground artists on this one. But first, before we get into that, we definitely gonna talk about all the new music that dropped. I know I didn't probably mention this in the description. I know I didn't. Matter of fact, Quavo dropped like 3 songs, you know, that was just him, all him. And them joints was decent, man. They wasn't all they wasn't weak as hell. They was decent though. They was decent. I don't know what Kuda Bucket think, but
them the only things I didn't get a chance to listen to, man.
Oh damn. Yeah, them joints was decent. I mean, 2 out of the 3 that he dropped was dope. Was good enough to me to go back and, you know, keep listening to him and everything. It was real like club bangers and shit for the club and shit for your car just to ride around to, you know. It wasn't too much to look for in that lyric department.
You might be able to listen to more people if people's albums wasn't so damn long.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh my god.
Yeah, man, niggas' albums be long as hell nowadays because of that streaming shit. You know, we all know what the fuck it is. It's that streaming shit. We know. But on to another project, which was Nicki's project. We gonna talk about her, ladies first. You know, I don't want the Barbs to come and attack me and shit, all of my Twitter and all that. But I felt like her album was solid, but not what I was expecting. It was definitely more rap. At least it was more rap. And
I appreciate her for rapping. But the subject matter is just still not there.
Well, yeah, she.
We know you the queen of this shit. We know you the queen. They your son. All this shit. We know. We got all the plaques. We know. We've been bowing down for 10 years. Like, you know what I mean? She ain't really get touch no personal subjects till about the end. But the shit so long. Like by the time you get to the end, you already wore out.
Right. Yeah. That's true, man. Me personally, I'm gonna tell the truth. Like, I ain't listened to this shit completely all the way through. Like, I didn't really pay attention to detail too much. Only song I really paid attention to was Barbie Dreams, and that was a flip of, you know, Biggie's old song. Everybody know about that song when it first touched down, pretty much.
It was 94, so
right.
A lot of them, I was 2, you was 1. A lot of motherfuckers wasn't even born. So
right.
They don't know about that shit.
But yeah.
Biggie Smalls just playing.
But yeah, that shit was the shit. If anybody didn't know.
If you like Barbie Dreams, I'm sure y'all like this Barbie Dream shit. Go back, do your research, listen to the original.
Right, yeah. Cause that shit was the shit. But I mean, I feel like that was the best track other than Chun-Li. If you ask me, I mean, shit. Everything. I mean, beginning of the album was pretty decent. I felt like she shouldn't have sung on that Ganja Burns, and I seen she just came out with a video for that. But her rapping was pretty decent. But yeah, like some songs, like towards the end, it felt like she was just a feature. She wasn't. It was her song. It felt like
a lot of these features on this album made no sense.
Right. It didn't. It didn't like the Sway Lee joint. That felt like Sway Lee song. He carried her throughout the track. Like
Ariana Grande, that feature made no sense. The song had, I don't know how that mixed in even with the album.
Right. Yeah.
The direction the album was going. How did that song even make it? You know, you just had to have. Not to be too political, but you know, the people that be, the masses, you got to have a pop artist. I'm saying that not to say, because I don't want to say white, but you got to have a pop artist on there, on your shit.
True.
Once you mainstream.
Yep, that's facts. You got to.
So that was one of them. That was one of them bullshit records that they made her put on that shit.
Right. But yeah, we gonna get more into the mainstream aspects.
It's a lot. It's a long album, so this may take a minute. You know, the Majesty shit. That's an Eminem track.
Right. It was just Eminem featuring Nicki Minaj to me.
The first verse she did good. Then Eminem got on there and killed it. She came with the third verse when she could have just ended it. Like, you don't come after nobody after they kill a song like that.
Right.
You don't do nothing after that.
Yeah.
That's why it's dangerous to put Eminem on your shit.
Right. That's true. That's facts. But yeah, man. I just was like the projections is like a fall off. But that's just because it was too many. I felt like it was just too many songs, and of course her core is gonna gravitate to it more, and everything. So that's why I felt like, hey, it's cool if she do 100, over 100,000, streams along with pure sales. That's not bad. It's not terrible, but it's not what she normally do, because she did like maybe 260 last album, but last album it was a whole nother different like landscape, and I believe her last album was like maybe 2.5 years ago. So yeah, that comes into play also.
Just ain't really her time no more. She ain't really no new artist, so she ain't gonna get that type of.
But as a veteran, like they gonna look at her as she's supposed to outdo her last shit. That's what it was. That's what it should have been, and it didn't really. It seemed like she was taking shots too. I can't forget about this. She was taking shots in one of the songs. I can't remember, but I'm gonna have to go back and listen.
Taking shots all through this motherfucker.
Yeah, that's true.
At one particular person. I ain't gonna say no name.
Yeah, we already know who. But that's once Cardi B get back on her shit, once she recover and everything, and hop back in the studio, it's gonna be all out war again.
We know Nicki can rap. It's been proven she can out rap the girl. Like, you don't really go to Cardi for straight bars. You know what I mean? She got great delivery.
Right.
Amazing delivery.
Right. So
she's not really a lyricist. So you know what I mean? We already know you could rap. Nicki could rap circles around her.
Right. But yeah, like I was saying, man, it was like all our veterans that dropped the album this year, they didn't do all that great. As in quality.
I don't really remember that many veterans coming out this year.
Drake, he's considered one. Cole considered one.
Drake, it is what it is. His shit always be long as fuck. Unnecessary tracks always on his shit.
Nas.
That was trash. Shout out to Nas though, but that was trash.
Push the
Don't
T.
ever work with Kanye ever again.
Push the T shit. So
that was
yeah.
short. You know what I mean? We ain't gonna see him for another 3 years.
So yeah, man. That's all I'm saying. I mean,
we don't even get features out that nigga, man.
Yeah.
Push the T. Shit. All my favorite rappers, man, they just be disappearing, man.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm gonna disappear on y'all ass too. I don't care.
No, but the other album that came out, I hate to talk about this, but I have to talk about it, is Trippie Red. Now, I'm gonna let Kuda Buck go first. His opinion. I'm gonna let him talk about it first.
Well, it's the safe way to put it, because I know a lot of people like this type of shit. A lot of people seem to like this type of shit. It just ain't for me, man. You know, I'm a pretty happy dude. Now I have my sad days, but you know, everybody have a day or two when they sad. But shit, life is that hard. Everybody want to rap. All these young niggas want to rap about killing themselves. Come on, man. Is y'all really got a mental problem, or y'all just doing this shit for the clout? Everybody that comes out, every rapper that come out these days wants to fucking kill themselves. What the fuck? You getting money, making bullshit music. You just going in the studio doing anything, making money, making good money. Now I don't want to sound like no hater. Nothing. Every time you express your opinion, motherfucker want to call you a hater. I ain't hating. Now go and do your thing. Turn up to it. I turn up to the little bullshit too sometimes. But the sad shit, man, you got to break up out of that shit, man. That shit is depressing. Bro ass can't sing. He want to sing all through the motherfucker album. Then the tracks that he did rap on, it was very mediocre, depressing. Like, you know what I mean? I ain't I want to kill myself type nigga. So that shit just ain't for me. You know.
All right. Yeah, I understand, bro. I understand. I tried to like don't get me wrong. I tried to explain before Kuda Buck even listened to this. I tried to explain his style, like. Cause his previous two projects before he dropped that was A Love Letter to You and A Love Letter to You 2. Both of them was released in 2007, and like the second one sold a little bit more, but it didn't, you know, like so you ain't got no favorite tracks, is what you telling me, right? None.
I'm gonna tell you, man. That whole shit was a skip factory to me. That shit was trash.
Yeah, I understand. Like I never expect like everybody. Okay, as a producer, let me just say this: like as a producer, you supposed to look for shit, look for different sounds, and look for.
Man, the beats was even depressing, yo.
It's not just that, bro. It's not just that. As a producer, you pretty much make the song what it is, and I'm sure like Trippie had input, and like and he is like he is emo rap. He's not for everybody, so I categorize him. I put him in a category with X, with Kid Cudi, who else? It's more people, but yeah. He's not really the type of where you gon' you know, just think automatically, oh, he finna give me a hit, turn up. And he only really gave us one hit that was turn up. Like that was Dark Knight Dumbo with Travis Scott. And the only reason why it was so turn uppy is because of Travis Scott. I feel like. So he's normally the type of in his feelings all the time. And shit, I'm in my feelings too. But just know that, okay, when he sing, now when you rap and sing, when you do both, you gotta have some type of difference. Because there's a lot of motherfuckers that's rapping and singing. PNB Rock.
I don't know what the fuck. I don't even consider that shit singing. Fuck y'all be doing.
Well, Trippie, yeah. You can't really, some people say he's not singing, he's really yelling and whatever. But PNB Rock, A Boogie with the Hoodie, fucking Drake, everybody. Drake influenced all these guys, and other people influenced these people too. So you can't really hate too much on the person that's doing better, probably making more money than you. So I feel like the hate towards Trippie is I understand it, but bro, if you don't like it, you ain't gotta listen. Like point blank, period. Like
that shit. Well, I don't hate the nigga, but the shit was trash. Like, you know what I mean? If they still sold hard, like if they still sold CDs and I bought that shit, I would have flung it out the fucking window. That's how fucking horrible it is. I don't hate the nigga, But this shit is trash. You gotta call a spade a spade. This shit is fucking trash.
Right. So, yeah, everybody got their issues with Trippie. You know, everybody think it's trash. You know, I for one think I knew what the fuck to expect. So I knew it wasn't gonna be trash to me. So, I mean, and the production, you know, Scott Storch was on that joint. He was on Taking a Walk. He had good production all over that joint. The one with Young Thug, he had Murder Beats on there. He had even used Young Thug producer Weezy on the next song. Honorable C Note, of course, from Dark Knight Demo. But yeah, he had some dope ass producers and everything. So, and a lot of the stuff that, you know, I'm sure Kuda Buggin didn't like none of that shit. He already expressed his feeling. But shit, I like Taking a Walk, that was produced by Scott Storch. Missing My Idols, that's the one he rapped on. And also Missing My Idols was like his XXL freestyle. You know, everybody released their freestyle before or after, you know, they do it. So that's nothing new. Everybody knew that. And to me, it sounded way better than what it beat. The Forever Ever joint with Young Thug, that shit was dope to me. Bird shit was dope. Bang was dope to me. Shit. But in the very last song, Underwater Fly Zone was dope to me. Oomp's Revenge was dope to me. So it's not gonna. Everybody not gonna like, you know, the first album out the gate anyway. Like,
that's unbelievable. A lot of people like this dude, man.
Yeah, well,
I can't wrap my head around it. But, you know.
Yeah, I mean, like, look at people that came before him that everybody liked. Like Soulja Boy, everybody fucking liked him. Fucking, you know, like a lot of people was trash coming in. Trash. Huh?
We knew he was trash. Soulja Boy.
Well, shit. Hey,
he may not have known it, but you know.
I still don't think he know. But hey, life goes on, man. Some people develop, some don't, you know. And some people just, you know, constantly put out music and still got that core fan base, and that's all they need, you know. But we're gonna go ahead and get into the topic, because I'm sure Kuda Buggin, he got some stuff to say about this shit. Because I do too. I have a lot of shit to say about this shit. The Chicago mainstream versus the underground Chicago scene. And I feel like this is a perfect topic to talk about, because a lot of people be, you know, stunting and saying they not signed this shit, and they really do be signed. Like, if you got a distribution deal, it's okay to say you signed, because technically, if you really think about it, you have to go into the meeting when you're about to drop your album. You have to play that shit for them. You have to, and you gotta get them a percentage. So whatever percentage you giving them, that's a deal, bro. Like, you not independent. You're not independent.
You sat at that table, you shook that white man's hand. Could have been a black dude, but most time, you know, you shook that man's hand. You signed that paperwork. You signed.
You're signed, bro. Like, for real. It's.
I hate to get technical with people, but you signed.
Yeah, man. Mainstream, bro. If your shit is played in prime time, bro, on radio. If your shit is played on radio, your shit is you signed, bro. If they don't play, they play you 107.5 GCI. They play you on that. They play on 92.3 Power Chicago. Woo. If they play you all on them radio stations, you're signed.
92.3. Oh my God.
Like, I don't even listen to the radio no more. So I know
y'all paying these DJs, boy. Y'all paying them good under the table. Oh my God.
Cause man,
it's so much trash on the radio.
Shit, hey. But I mean, Chicago wise, like, the people. Let's talk about the mainstream. So,
give you a definition.
Go ahead.
Mainstream. I looked this up in the Urban Dictionary. It's what the new trend. When one style gets old, a new one is reborn. A mainstream person is someone who jumps from trend to trend so that they fit in with the rest of the crowd. Mainstream is being what society thinks you should be and look like.
Damn. That's fucked up. But hey.
They broke that shit down so where you can understand it. Even the slow motherfucker understand that.
Right, for real. If you don't understand that, something wrong with you. Like, for real.
So pretty much, mainstream shit is what we talked about in one of our very first episodes, the copycat.
Yep. Absolutely. Like, it's just too many people rapping and singing. Like I just reiterated. Like, it's okay to drift off into it every once in a while, but don't do that shit in every single fucking song. Like, it seems like everybody doing that shit. And, you know, it's starting to, like, really getting out of hand. And the rappers, the real lyrical rappers is finna fucking take over. Like, I feel that. Like, even this year, bro, some of the most talented people put out dope mixtapes and albums. Like, you know, Victory Lap, you know, with Nipsey Hussle, he put out an amazing album. I know that's not Chicago based.
Well worth the wait.
Right. It was well worth that wait. It's his first mainstream project, but you know, he been independent and doing his thing for a long ass time. You can't tell me nobody that don't know Nipsey Hussle before he dropped his first mainstream album.
He got him a distribution deal.
Right.
And he ain't afraid to talk about it and tell you what he did.
Right. So
he been independent for a very long time. So,
and making hella money too. Hella money, man. Everybody, if you don't know who the fuck Nipsey Hussle is, bro, look up that shit and you know, listen to his interviews and learn, bro. Like, for real, motherfuckers is not.
It ain't that many real cats in the music industry.
Right.
And you can tell from his interviews, like, I ain't never met him, but you can sometimes, even just watching interviews, like, you could get a vibe off some people.
Right.
It's a real cat, man.
So, it's messed up that we had to drift off and talk about an LA nigga, but okay, Chicago, everybody want to be number one. It's cool. That's cool to be number one. You can be number one, but like, y'all, we gotta build each other up. Like, real talk, we gotta help each other out. If you ain't down with that, man, then you know you just gonna be another nigga from Chicago only making it locally. Like, real talk. If you're not down to help other people out, you just gonna be, you know, stuck in Chicago.
That's like, kind of the problem with Chicago. Like,
trying to,
unless you a local, a real local artist, like when you go, like you still going to like little events and say be like 70 people in there.
right?
And y'all in this open mic night, everybody in there showing love, rocking the crowd,
For real,
meeting and greeting.
Yep.
But after that, nobody really follows up after that.
Right.
We're too busy trying to build ourselves up. We don't like. You don't want to see nobody else make it before you make it.
Right, man. Not helping nobody out on songs. They say they want a feature from you. You jack the price up and shit like that. That shit unnecessary. Like, especially if nobody heard of you and shit. So,
well, people be like, well, you tell a person you do music. They say, yeah, I do music too. They say they want to work with you. Then you go back and forth texting them or calling them, or whatever. Y'all set up a day, when you all go put the work in or whatever. And then that day comes, nobody say nothing.
Yeah.
Nobody got the common courtesy to call or text at least say, "Yo, I ain't gonna be able to make it that day." You know what I mean?
Right.
That's part of being good business. Part of being an adult. You know what I mean?
For real.
A lot of us still act like kids. You know.
Yeah, that shit fucked up. But I want to touch on like how Dreezy had got up in the game and shit. Now, like, she put out a lot of music, as all Chicago artists do. Like, her very first mixtape was The Illustration. Her second mixtape was a collaboration mixtape with Mikey Dollars, Business and Pleasure. And then her next one was DSM, the Schizo pre-tape. And after that came Schizo. But before Schizo, she released a remix to, I guess, a remix freestyle or whatever, you know, to Chirac. And that shit blew up huge for her. And that's what she got. It got played on 92.3, but this is the catch, though. It was late at night. So it was after prime time. If people don't know what prime time is, that's like after you get off work. 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock. That's prime time. If it's played after prime time. So it's like late in the evening, like 9, 10, 11, 12, sometimes 1 in the morning. So that's the time, like normally when everybody is asleep, when they play the newer artists or the up and coming artists, the people who got a buzz in the streets. I'm sure they play C-Dot Honcho. I'm gonna talk about him a little bit. He's a new drill artist that's gonna come out. But yeah, they play. I'm sure they play Dreezy. Played it all over the radio at that time, and I'm sure it got moved up to prime time at some point in time.
And drill shit. We gotta find another word. We gotta find something else to call that, because that shit been taken and watered down all over the place. New York is doing drill.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But they constantly gonna take shit from us. But
don't want to give us the credit.
But she had this other song called "I Love That Bitch." It was mainly about weed. If you didn't know, like that was early on in her career. She did a song called "Zero" with Sasha Go Hard and Katie Got Bands. That was decent, Then did a song with Common. Common worked with everybody, so that's from Chicago.
That's our real legend, by the way. Common and Twister.
Fuck that other nigga. And then she off of that first mixtape, she got her first deal with Interscope, and that was a big move. I feel like round of applause for that, because that was a good ass move. I feel like Interscope was perfect for her. They ain't got nobody on the female side of a rap, at least, and she could sing a little bit too. So I feel like that was perfect for her. And now she making waves. She put out her first album. Well, the first single was she put out like 3 EPs, I guess, before then. And you can search for that. That's on Apple Music, Spotify, whatever. Whatever you stream your music on. The first big song was "Body," though, featuring Jeremiah. I ain't really like it too much, but it went platinum, and you can't be mad at that, man. And then after that, she had "We Gon' Ride" with Gucci Mane, which was a big ass look. "Close to You" with T-Pain, that was my favorite song.
People know, man. But speaking of Chicago, man, we ain't finna get through this without showing that King Louis love.
Yeah.
Now, we definitely giving Drizzy whole resume, all that's fine and dandy. That's cool. I like it too. But we gotta give King Louis some love.
Yeah, King Louis, that nigga, man. King Louis, that nigga. For real.
If you our age, you growing up, I remember about 2010, 2011, you seen all them flyers and posters and shit. All down State Street and shit. All through the city, pretty much. You seen that shit on all the light poles and shit. Like, damn, who's this guy?
Then you search him, and then you find all his mixtapes and shit, songs all over through YouTube, videos all through YouTube and shit. And then you see
Showtime mixtape was my first time listening to it.
The first one I heard was Motion Picture. That's the first one I listened to. But he was known before then. Like I think his first mixtape was like more boss shit that got recognition. And then, but before then, he had Man Up, Band Up, Man Up, Band Up Part 2. Then the Motion Picture. That was in 2012 though. Motion Picture is really when I paid attention to him. And then after that was Showtime, Illuminati, then Jeep Music, Illuminati 2, Soprano, and then Tony. Tony is when he shook the whole fucking world up. He shook that. I feel like that was the one.
That be your win flow. A lot of people ain't gonna admit it, man, but a lot of you motherfuckers took that shit.
Hell yeah. They definitely took that shit. I ain't trying to hear nothing, no other shit they talking about. But even before then, King Louis got a feature on one of Kanye's album. He got a feature. He wrote some of one of Kanye's songs, partially wrote at least. He probably came up with a couple lines.
I think he got a Grammy for that too.
Yeah, true, he did. But yeah, King Louis is always gonna be respected, man. He now considered. I could say he now considered a Chicago legend. Yeah,
a Midwest legend.
Yeah, pretty much. He did some. What else he do? He trying to think. What else he did? Oh, he did get a deal with Epic a long time ago before his ass. Like around the time that before Illuminati, the first Illuminati came out. Around that time. And it kind of fell through, I guess. She had to change his name to King L, which was stupid because of Disney. I guess Disney character and shit. And, they was basically, trying to market him. And I guess he wasn't with it. I don't know exactly what happened. Don't know nobody quote me on that shit. I'm sure somebody else
knows. I guess he got to tell you.
Yeah. He got to tell you, or somebody in the streets know. Anybody that know can say, how they feel. They probably don't want to talk about it. But, yeah, and he had another deal that he got up out of soon. So now he's pretty much independent, fully independent and everything. So, because he been putting out all his mixtapes and shit for free. He always did that, but some certain singles was on Apple Music and Spotify and all that.
Well, who do? I guess that's mainstream artists. Like who you consider underground now?
Now underground, well, King Louis is underground now, at least. Now underground is Montana 300. He's completely underground. Montana, he been grinding for a long ass time. Like I found old videos where his dress was completely short, real short. He still had the same rap ability that he has now, but nobody was really paying him any attention till he did a Chirac remix also.
I don't know why people don't really pay much attention to him though. But
I can tell you that
because it comes Chicago lyricists. That's the best. Like if Chicago, say every city was to put their best lyricists, have their best lyricists go somewhere and just rap and represent the city, I think that's the guy we should pick.
Right, true.
As far as just best lyricists, best bars.
Right. I feel like the reason why he not like mainstream super known or not mainstream period is because of like he don't want to be caught in the deal to where he can't get out, or he don't want to take no loan from a company that's just gonna change up.
Don't want to be like Rich the Kid with 300 right now.
Yeah, like he stuck in his deal and shit over some bullshit. He don't want to be like that. He don't want shit to be just to change up his whole sound. Yeah. And I mean,
underground ain't for everybody. You know what I mean?
True.
That's the genre of music intended for elite ears, man. Your ears got to be elite to listen to underground. You know?
I mean, an artist who's been doing the underground thing for forever, Tech Nine, man. So everybody just look at Tech Nine and wonder, how did he do it? How did he do it? And just look at Tech Nine and see how smart he is. Look at some of his interviews. Like not all of his. Now, if you so globally known, you can get picked up by Breakfast Club. If you so wide range known, you can get picked up by Breakfast Club. But I mean, Montana 300 not wide worldly known. I'm sure he got fans, but it's probably not a whole lot in that areas, in different areas. So he got a mainstream sound a little bit. Like Dirty Dancing, if you didn't know, was considered to be, that was on Fire in the Church. If you didn't know, that was his first album. Dirty Dancing, that shit was mainstream. But he had a chance to be on a double XL freshman cover, and he wasn't signed. So that's why he couldn't, get on that. Now, I know it's a lot of speculation, like Chance got on there, he's independent. Now, hasn't been really confirmed. See, if you look for it, he's not signed, but how do you really know that he's not signed? He know a lot of people because of his dad. He got a lot of connections. So it's possible that he could be signed. It's possible. It's not completely possible because he's put out there, and there's so much dirt that's been buried. There's so much shit that's been buried to where he's looked at as independent. I hate to spill the beans, but that's just the truth. So he's gonna always be looked at as independent because there's no real knowledge of how is he signed to Def Jam, Interscope? Is he signed to this place, that place? Nobody really knows. Now, G Herbo said this in an interview once. He said he signed to Epic. I mean, he's distributing all his music through Epic. He got to give them a percentage for that to happen. But he do all the promotion and shit himself. I'm sure he does. He like he said on Humble Beast, he gave them a couple months, gave certain people a couple thousand to go put his shit up on billboards. I'm sure you seen billboards and shit. But I'm telling shit that motherfuckers don't normally tell. For real. So shit don't get out because people don't like to tell. I'm not not signed. I'm independent. And I'm sure you doing all the work yourself, but you gotta have Swervo is super mainstream. Swervo, and then he said a couple lines, and then Swervo. That's super mainstream, bro. I'm not trying to hit none of that shit that you not signed and shit. That's super mainstream. Rollin' was his only other mainstream song. I'm rolling. Come on, bro. Everybody know
that mainstream.
I mean, yeah, you constantly repeating something over and over and over, and then saying
it's
a little
mainstream sound, but that song wasn't mainstream.
Right? It wasn't the song wasn't mainstream, but it's a mainstream sound. So that's why it got picked up as a single. That's why it's a single based. That's why it can get played on certain shows and everything, on certain TV shows or anything like that's a countdown evolve or music based or anything like that. So, but yeah, he a lot of these dudes don't make no mainstream songs, and some of them do get condensed down. If you on a mainstream label, they get condensed down into being mainstream. So that's probably why. I'm sure the original song is out here somewhere and gonna get leaked at some point. But not as soon as their career is too new. So that's why it couldn't never get out now. It never could get out now. Now, what else can I say? Who haven't I touched on? I touched on Dreezy.
Just don't get signed to where you can't do what you want.
Right. And I don't think it's gonna be a label that lets you do what you want though. For real. Cause all these mixtapes, a lot of people not putting out mixtapes no more. The last mixtape G Herbo dropped was in 2015, 2016. One of them two. So it's been 2 years. I'm sure he's not putting out no more music for free now. But I could be wrong, man. I could be wrong. He probably got a deal to where he can put out music for free. Also, so I don't know. But man, that's underground. Underground is when you get no help. You doing everything yourself pretty much. Now I want to shout out a few people that's still doing it independent. Jada Mook, my homie, he got a mixtape out and he got a mixtape coming. But the mixtape is already out. It's on Spinrilla and it's also on SoundCloud. Y'all go check that out. It's called Stuff in Cartier. Y'all go check that out though. And, my nigga Brian Fresco, he got some dope shit. But I don't want to say he signed, but he do got shit on Apple Music, Spotify, everything. You know, I'm guessing he signed. I want to say I guess he signed. But yeah, go check his music out, man. He got like maybe four projects out. I think I don't even want to say that it's 4. It might be 3, but his most latest project was called Love Scars. I think it was called Love Scars. Let me not be wrong. Hold on. I'm sorry. Let me look. Make sure I'm right, because I could be wrong.
All local artists, man. Just keep pushing, man. Keep doing your thing, man.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
But he got 3 projects out. My bad. And the fourth one I was thinking about, where he had one with Tree, with MC Tree. He's also an underground artist from Chicago. I'm not sure if he's still moving and putting out music now, but yeah, go check his projects out, man. Brian Fresco, man, he got a song a video he just put out called Bottles. It's one of the best videos I've seen in a long ass time. Bunch of women. It's a real turn uppy type song, and I'm sure he got more music on the way too. But we're gonna get the fuck up out of here. Y'all enjoy y'all day, and we out.